My laugh till I love. Okay. Welcome to Good Sam, Bad Sam with me, Sam Minnie, and
I'm Sam Hunter.
our guest today is Egan Robinson.
Hey, so good to be here, you guys.
Hey.
Finally. And I'm glad it's not those other two Sams. I didn't like those Sams.
But
I like Sam Hunter.
Thanks, dude. I said the same thing.
Having Sam Hunter as my new co-host just opens a world of more people to ask that like him. And not me or the other Sams I've had. Now I can have your friends on.
You're not a polarizing Sam.
Were the other two polarizing?
Let's go with that, yeah.
The aloof lesbian and the...
aloof lesbian?
Yeah, the other aloof lesbian. I think they're well-liked.
The two lesbians?
Yeah,
although I will say, speaking of that other aloof lesbian that you're referring to... Sam? Wait. All right, that's even more confusing. I see her physique when she does, like, mirror pics. I'm like, oh, I'm a pussy. Like, I gotta work out more.
Yeah.
She's stronger than me.
Yeah, 5 hours a day at the gym is not enough for you.
No, I don't do that. It's too much.
I don't go to the gym at all, so...
You have no, like, frame of reference of...
I probably go to the gym once every 5 months.
It seems to be working out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in great shape.
Yeah.
It's the Mike Menser approach. He goes to total and complete failure once every 5 months, and then that lasts the rest of the...
Yeah, that is... Yes. You know what's fun? Is I see you at the gym every now and then, and I'm, like, fighting for my life because I'm a fat piece of shit, and you're kind of just, like, floating around, exercising, not a drop of sweat on you. I don't know if that's a work ethic thing or...
I sweat a lot. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think I have, like, hypohidrosis, kind of. Like, I sweat a good bit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, you're always wet?
What?
You're always wet?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry, can you guys try to scoot a little closer to the mics?
It's so funny to do that after you say, you're always so you're always wet? What's up?
Hell yeah.
Get right up on this? Okay.
Close to you as you can.
Bet.
Just want to make sure you picked up all sexy. All right.
Okay, sweet.
That's better.
I think I've kind of just slowed down now. I don't really do anything, like, I don't do any high intensity.
You work out like an old lady?
Old man, I'd say.
Like
old...
1 pound weights, just doing circles?
I do the circles, not with the weights. I do the arm circles. Like the arm circles they taught you when you're like in elementary school. I do those every time I'm at the gym. Just to, like, I'm trying to keep those a thing, you know? People don't do the arm circles anymore.
That's all I do.
I love arm circles.
If you work out your upper body, you do arm circles, and then that's it.
You do little small ones, a little bit, and little small ones the other direction, and then they do the pterodactyl wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you come across, and there you go.
Come across,
Time to
and then
bench
you're
press.
perfectly warmed up. Bench press 405.
Yeah, time to max out bench press and tear your labrum. That's what I do like twice a week. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I go, and then, because you're just supposed to ease back into it, I go until I can't walk. And then I ruin the next week and a half of my life.
That's the best.
And then
Honestly, there's something about that rules. Like, I went last year around this time for the first time in, like, 3 years. And I couldn't lift my hand to my face for 4 days. And it was so gratifying. You know what I mean? Just, like, every cigarette, I was like, oh!
And you feel like you earned it, you know?
Totally.
It's like, yeah.
And now I go like as hard as possible, and I feel nothing. And I'm like, I'm a fucking mutant. This is gay. I want to be able to not move.
That's kind of a lot of gym bros' mindset towards, like, whether a workout was, like, really, they got after it or not. As if they're so sore they can't move.
Yes.
It's like, that's how I know it was good.
That's so hard to achieve when you're a fucking specimen like me. But yeah, it's also when we ran into each other one time at the gym, and you were trying to explain to me something that you had absolutely no expertise on.
Probably.
And I thought it was adorable.
Oh, thanks.
We're talking about the sauna, and you were like, yeah, you know, you're supposed to go a couple times a week, like 15 minutes at a time. I think that's bullshit. Just go once a week for like 2 hours. And I was like, do you know? There's no way you know that for sure. And you were like, nah, probably not.
That was me trying to rehash the Andrew Huberman protocol from the Huberman Labs podcast.
That guy.
He's a sex freak. So I mean,
he's a sex freak. He has ruined more white guy conversations than anybody.
Well, I was thinking about it
since Elon Musk.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it, like, because, you know, he got in trouble for having like 6 girlfriends or whatever at once. But like, he's a scientist. He's just conducting an experiment. You need to have like the control group and like he needed.
Is he the one where he tells you like stand barefoot outside?
He might be. That might be him.
Okay.
He's the one that it's like if you drink more than 2 drinks a week, you're gay, and nicotine is good for your brain, but makes you tired and fat. and if you eat like carbs, you should be arrested.
Okay.
You know, like that kind of guy. And it's like if you like wake up as soon as you wake up, stare into the sun as long as possible.
Staring into the sun is actually a big thing.
And then jump onto
Oh, is he
a
the
brick
sun
of
in your
ice.
balls guy?
I think we all are.
I've done that.
Have you ever sunned your balls?
Oh, all the time.
No, I'm too unattracted to do that. But
Oh, I used to do it in my old apartment in LA, and I had like 4 roommates, and I was just like hoping none of them would like walk out while I just balls out sun.
I mean,
You're
if
just
it's
like
all-
holding them up to the sun.
No, I was just like I had a big backyard. I was just like I had like a towel, and like I had the towel. I was like basically like the flashing the sun.
That is the pervert's way.
It's the boy
unveil a towel.
version of charging your crystals by moonlight.
They are my crystals. I was charging them. Yeah, that is how you charge. That's how you charge your balls.
But with all male roommates, they get it.
Yeah, I mean sometimes
fellas.
me and my other roommates we'd be like just doing it. You know?
Yeah, I'm
not like
sunning
that.
my balls.
Yeah.
Do you like? You know what I mean? Like when you walk, if you have male roommates and you walk in jerking off, you just go, "I'm jerking off," and they go, "Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
This shouldn't be a big deal.
yeah,
We're all doing the same thing."
yeah.
But no, never. I mean, if I sun my balls at my place now, I'd get arrested. My upstairs neighbor would see me on my back patio.
If anyone
First of
saw
all,
my balls.
I don't know if I could like hold my legs back in a way to.
What do you think you'd be laying?
Present.
Are you like spread eagle laying?
That's how I'm picturing it. I'm picturing like I'm like.
Oh no, dude! I was just like
I'm in
standing in my ball, and,
missionary.
like I was
Oh.
holding my dick up, and like the sun
See,
was. Oh, I
I-
wasn't like like ass out, like fucking.
Well, you
that's
have to sun your
perineum.
ass,
That's
too.
perineum sunning. That's totally different.
Oh yeah, well I'm kind of doing like a higher level stuff than you are, but I'm picturing. Well, you also have way less thigh real estate than I do.
That's true.
I have
That's-
a lot
very
more to work
lacking
with
thighs.
to get every angle, and I think the only way to do that is if I'm like pretending like I'm getting fucked in my ass.
You
in
can buy
missionary.
like the little reflective thing that the ladies did back in the day
Oh,
for your balls.
People do that with their balls. Actually, I've thought about getting one of those. They've been really nice.
just holding up my iPhone to my asshole,
Hey, what's up?
trying to catch a reflection.
I used to make those with like my cousin when we would like lay out in the backyard. We would just use tin foil. It was the most broke bitch thing in the world.
I've
Just have a bit
definitely-
of tinfoil around your balls in the sun.
Like a little baked potato. Like an
Yeah,
onion boil.
like a baked potato, like a potato, like the size of a potato. Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Yes, like
Like
a
two
baked, like
Yukons.
like a loaded baked potato. Idaho potato, big.
Kind of like hash browns.
Where do you think your balls are at on the scale of?
On the ball scale?
Yeah.
I'd say slightly above average.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
for you.
But also, I mean, I don't really see a lot of balls in my day to day. You know what I mean?
Sure you do.
Okay, I don't.
You're right. Your chin sees more than your eyes do.
Oh.
But you don't watch pornography.
No, I don't.
Okay, well there you go. That
Oh yeah,
explains it.
you're seeing
those aren't-
retention.
No, well, I'm just celibacy. I think celibate is more of a. I've been trying to be celibate.
How's that going?
I'm pretty good at it. I'm actually like.
I'm so good at it.
Turns out, like, not having
really
sex
easy.
is a skill I didn't realize I had. I'm like, it might be my God-given talent.
Yeah.
To the point where like I might just become a priest because I
Oh.
already got the hardest part down. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you ever have such a long dry spell? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna take up the cloth. You know, that's what I've been.
That's what I should have done. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
If I had that thought, I would have been a priest by now.
yeah.
Because I was
And-
so good at not having sex from 17 to last week.
Yeah, I mean, most of my life I've not been having sex. It's
Yeah.
it's really a small chunk of my life, sex.
And now, when did you
The
make
bulk
this?
of my life has been no sex.
Well, true.
It's my natural state.
When did you make this decision?
Well, I've been on and off. I'm not perfect, you know. Sometimes it's so crazy. Like sometimes I fall.
the way the tone-
sometimes I fall into some pussy, but
The tone you said that made me so mad. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I can't help but fuck.
it's been a couple months, and then I try not to masturbate, which I haven't since like the beginning of the year.
I
Like
would.
2 weeks ago.
It was like 8 weeks ago. It was all right, maybe like 7 weeks ago. That's a long time.
For a boy, yeah.
How are you?
So what do you do instead? Just
Sure.
pray?
Yeah.
I do pray. Not instead of, I was like, oh, I usually would jerk off at this time, but I guess I should pray now. Not like that, but I spend right now I'm spending like an hour in prayer.
It's okay.
And that centers you to not have a rageful episode anytime you want to come.
I mean, yeah, it's actually, it's been interesting. I haven't really been that as aggressive as I have been when I've done this in the past. So maybe the prayer is doing something.
You're channeling.
I think I'm channeling it. Yeah.
I respect that.
Maybe the prayer is kind of helped me channel the life energy that I've been stockpiling. You know.
It does ground you.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I'm not a huge Catholic weirdo like you are, but
Right.
I'm not. You know, I'm dabbling.
Yeah. Hey,
But like,
you know.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I leave the house if I haven't cranked one out, it's not cool.
Yeah, I was about to say different strokes for different folks, but I'm not really.
Thank you for check swinging.
Yeah.
Like a lady like almost drove into my car by my neighborhood, and I followed. Like it wasn't like she drifted into my lane.
You followed her.
I literally followed her. She cut into my lane, and I was like,
How dare you endanger my life?
Luckily, well, dude, I don't want to deal with a fucking car accident. And like, luckily, I'm so coordinated and athletic that I just boom dodged it like Statham, and then went back. And I was like, this was in my neighborhood. This happens all the time. I'm not letting this shit go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thankfully, I cranked one out earlier than day. So when I get behind the lady, we reach a red light.
Yeah.
Okay. And as I'm getting out, she also pops out, and she's like the sweetest 1,000-year-old black lady of all time. And she just goes, "I just didn't see you, baby." And luckily, because I cranked one out hours before,
didn't rape her.
gave her a hug.
Okay.
I go, "Lady, I bet your mac and cheese is so good. Get the fuck out of here, all right?" You're so lucky.
You're so lucky.
I would have beaten the fuck out of you, lady. This is my neighborhood, all right?
Do you think you still would have beaten the fuck out of her?
No.
Okay. If I hadn't jerked off, you'd be fucking dead on the ground. Oh man, that's so funny.
I love being a girl. I don't have that. I'm just normal.
Yeah, that's...
No, you guys are just
so
like
jealous.
you guys are just like in a chaotic state constantly. We only reach that when we haven't busted.
Right.
Yeah.
Or prayed for an hour a day.
Or prayed for an hour a
Right.
day. Yeah. I mean, I do other things. I've been take cold showers, obviously. Cold showers. I work out intensely 4 times a week. I think that gets it out. I think the not jaying off and then going to the gym and working out a lot kind of gets it helps.
The not J&O with intense workouts, that makes me
That
want
makes more
to
horny.
J
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
That's
because
I will say. Luckily, I don't really work out my legs a lot. Have you noticed when you work
Yes,
out legs,
yes.
you get the horniest you've ever gotten?
because it's the biggest muscles in
Has
your
that
body.
ever happened? Does that happen to y'all?
No.
Does that not happen to chicks? Oh, when a dude works out his legs, we're like, I'm trying to fuck.
Because your quad's the biggest muscle in your body
Oh.
has to produce testosterone to repair the muscles.
Okay.
So when you work out legs and then you just shoot a rope, you're like, oh, that's right.
Dude, I will say one time I was doing I hadn't jerked off. I hadn't jerked off in a while, and I was doing leg press, bro. I'm telling you, I was trying to get the leg press. I was about to cum in my pants. I was like trying to push for that little extra rep in the tank, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm about to empty my tank right now.
For sure. That would be so rough. Trying to re-rack
oh
so
my
many
goodness.
plates with cum in your pants.
No, that's the thing. Not really that many plates.
Yeah, well,
Like 3 on each side. Like not even a lot for the leg press.
still enough where you're spending 40 seconds going back and forth in front of the mirrors if it's the same gym we're talking about with a fucking a sneeze in your pants.
Because in that gym, it's pretty central. That's a pretty central leg press.
Completely.
It's not just in a corner. It's like there's be hot chicks with huge asses around you seeing you with cum in your pants.
Is that the one that downtown that everyone goes to?
No, this is the one off of Ben White, which is just a total trap from the devil to stare at fat asses in yoga pants. Which all commercial gyms mostly, but that one especially, I think.
I don't know why that one is like that.
Yeah, it is.
And it's nice. I have a buffer because I normally go with Hunter Carney, who's just like talking to me about Russian communism.
You
so
need
it
that.
sort of
You need
distracts
that.
me.
Yeah.
But every now and then I'm like, I just like look at the ceiling for a while. I have to like consciously be like, just
Yeah, I
look at the trash can.
in between
until-
sets. I'm like eyes closed or like looking up at the sky. You know, like
Reading the Bible.
I wish I had verses on my phone. I should do that. I have been listening to Gregorian chant when I work out though, so it's weird to try to like look at an ass and you have like Kyrie eleison. Like it's.
My roommate went through a phase where that was all he listened to.
Oh, I'm doing it for a wait, really?
Yeah.
Why was he doing that?
I don't know. Now, but the balcony door is right by my bedroom door, so there would just be days where I would hear it like leaking into my room. I'm like, it's noon. Like,
So
what
are you playing Halo right now? Like, what's fucking going on?
I just open the balcony door and he's meditating to it. I'm like, okay.
No,
Sick.
I've been doing this thing where it's like kind of like a Lenten sort of pre-Lent like program to like get closer to God or whatever. And part of it is not listening to any music that doesn't uplift the soul to God. So for the last month, I've only been able to listen to like music about God, like no genres other than like Gregorian chant and like church hymns. And I gave myself Higher by Creed. I was like, that's
obviously Creed is a Christian
Fly
band.
Leaf, Reliant K.
Yeah, that's the thing. What are some?
Great.
What are some? I was trying to think. Like, there are some songs. There are some songs that fall into like it's not overtly Christian, but it is about God and it's positive. I was like, Higher by Creed, obviously.
Sure.
August Burns Red.
There's plenty. Yeah, there's plenty of like secret Christian bands.
Dying Fetus.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest one.
Tool.
Yeah. No, what you're fucking up is gospel.
Tool is a Christian, but it's not positive.
You're leaving gospel on the table.
True.
How are you ignoring the
I have been
best
listening-
God music?
I've been listening to the Black Gospel Choir that Kanye sampled for like what is it? His whole Jesus is Lord album.
Yes. It's
So-
so good.
I've been listening to the Kanye's Jesus is Lord album a lot.
Yeah, right. Just to get by.
I'm actually wearing his merchandise right now. This is Kanye West merchandise.
That says bully.
yeah.
Oh, you
Bully
didn't get
the
the new
Jews?
one?
That's what
And
it
I,
says.
actually, you know what? It's funny you say that because I don't think anyone's gonna actually be able to buy this anymore because this was on his website a couple weeks before the swastika got on there, and his website doesn't exist anymore. So I got a lot of exclusive
Yeah,
merch.
you need to not wear that.
No,
Put that
it's-
in like glass and keep it for a while.
Yeah, I'm excited for the album though. Still, I think this is all one big. It's not actually not all one big marketing ploy. He's just a very deeply mentally ill man.
Depends on who you ask. But
Yeah, he's a visionary.
yeah, I mean did you watch the Yeezus documentary?
No.
It's just sad. Like this, like it's like 3 parts of like this unbelievable artist, and then the
His
last
mom
part
dies?
is like, even his lifelong best friend is like, oh, I can't even deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
I was wondering what he was up to lately, and I went on Twitter for the first time in forever. It was just porn clips.
a lot of porn clips.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll just tweet like, "Good morning, retards,"
Yeah, I
and
love
that's
that.
it. That's really fun.
We tweet the same.
Porn clips and "Good morning, retards."
He had one recently I really liked. It was like, today I rejected 3 kids in wheelchairs. What's it called?
Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish.
Oh my gosh.
he rejected 3 Make-A-Wish kids in one day. He's like made a whole tweet about it.
I think he was doing them a favor. Imagine you're just like dying in a wheelchair, and the last picture you have is with Kanye.
That's funny.
At the height of controversy.
You know,
That's a great
Shit.
take.
That
is such a good take.
one of my buddies is just a big Kanye fan, and like when he posted the thing that he just had like the swastika shirt available, he's like, "Dude, I think I should buy it." It's like, you should not buy it. But he's like, "No, I mean, I'm not gonna wear it, but like, it's like it could be like a piece of history." It's like, it's already a piece of history.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's not.
currently a piece of history that is you should not get it.
People are trying to say it was like a social experiment to see how many people would actually buy it. I'm like, it's not that deep.
Did you see how he paid for probably a very expensive commercial during the Super Bowl, about a minute-long commercial, and it's just him being like, go to Yeezy.com, and it's just him like in a dentist chair. He'd be like, go to Yeezy.com, and he's like doing ums on purpose because it showed how much money he was spending on it, and the only thing available on the website was this t-shirt with swastika on it.
That is crazy.
So crazy. Who's
yeah.
talking about Kanye like the Bible?
What?
You know what I mean? Because there's like the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Bible.
Yeah.
Not to make a
The
comparison
old
that's too close
Kanye.
to home.
No, I mean, like, it's
like,
fine. It's
yeah.
just like the time skip arc, of the Bible.
Sure, it was like
Any
graduation,
anime fit? No.
college dropout, late registration. You know what I mean? Like that's like Old Testament. I mean,
I
Old Testament.
think
Kanye.
graduation probably counts Old Testament.
Yeah, college dropout's before graduation. Late registration's the first one.
Right, but like, I mean, graduation's part of. What's? Yeah, sure. What you said, I agree. I agree with what you said.
Whatever album he was making when he started tweeting like, "I'm gonna go DEFCON 5 on the Jews." Anything post that tweet, I would say is New Testament Kanye, which I don't support.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I want a career in show business, so I really gotta love the Jews.
He posted something.
Sponsor
recently.
us.
Hey, Jews, we
As
like
if
to
they're
be
a
sponsored.
corporation.
He posted something recently, and he's like, I want to clarify. It was a handful of Jews that wronged me, not all of them. Wait, hold on. I have it screenshot. Let me see. Also, this is all caps. and a few specific Jews, not the entire race, for crying out loud. But a few specific Jews came together and did everything they could to destroy me. Not playing victim, just refreshing everyone's memory.
How recent was that?
That was Monday.
Oh my gosh. How many like PR teams had to talk to him to be like, dude, just say it's not all.
He doesn't have a PR team. I am my own PR team. He's his own PR team. He's for sure.
When you're selling Nazi T-shirts, dude, from the Super Bowl, there's gonna be some PR like pushback. He's making too many people too much money. We all know who. The Jews.
I think it's just his world, and we're all just living in it. Honestly, I think Kanye West is our anchor being of this universe.
I agree.
Yeah,
Sorry for getting naked, but it's hot in here.
that's fine.
My ears were getting hot.
I'm turning the heat down. I'm sorry. It was just cold earlier.
Yeah, it's
We
crazy. you did
got
that.
Big Sam Hunter and anemic Sam Mini, so there's no balance.
We're not gonna have a happy temperature in this room.
No,
That's okay.
we could never get married.
Definitely not.
How's your boba?
It's delicious. I'm getting down to just the balls.
Your favorite part?
I love when I get down to.
The small little black balls. I love it.
I love when there's no juice and I'm literally just sucking up balls until they're gone.
I've actually never had because of the balls. I've never had the boba. Not in like a weird like I don't want to drink. I saw like a something on the internet like some woman had them like they're inside of her. Like they did like a MRI and they just had like the balls like throughout her digestive tract or whatever and it looked fucking they're like built
Like
up in
marbles.
There. Yeah, and I was like that's fucking creepy.
I love that. I love knowing that there's a bunch of little balls inside of me. But my boyfriend said the same thing. I was like, I'm getting boba before I go here. And he said boba scares him. And I was like, why? He's like, the little balls.
We're all just scared of the little balls.
And I was like, are you scared they're going to make you gay? And he's like, I feel like they're just made of microplastics.
It's tapioca,
Yeah.
but it is cooked in a plastic lining, so maybe.
It's also
those are phthalates.
everything-
Those
It's a-
balls are phthalates
It's
themselves.
a plastic cup with a plastic straw. There's so much plastic, but that's what makes it good.
Of course, look.
That's
look,
why it's
look,
for chicks. That's why it's for women.
You're
Yeah.
drinking out of a plastic bottle.
Yeah, but the Japanese made this, and I trust them more than those Koreans. Okay, so I shouldn't have said that.
Take that back. Take that back. You son of a
Our
bitch.
teas probably hate each other. I think my tea probably thinks it's superior to her tea.
Yeah, true.
Well, my tea has bigger balls, so.
This is the #1 drink in Japan, more or less. Ito and
How was your
oi ocha.
Japan trip?
It's great. It
You
was
find yourself over there?
no, but I think if I tried again, I think if I just dug a little deeper, I could. So I think I'm gonna go back. But yeah, you almost never saw me again. I almost went full Egan San.
Did you secretly go to Thailand for a while? Also?
No. I'm about
Like, I'm going to Japan to
no,
explore.
No other Asian country excites me like Japan does.
Right. That's what a guy who is practicing celibacy would say.
Yeah.
Did
He's
you
like,
buy
I'm
used
practicing-
panties from the vending machine?
No, I couldn't find any of those. I wasn't like searching for them, but like if I did pull up on one, I would have like obviously bought one for the lulz. But no, it was great. I had a good time. Probably spent too much money. Was able to met some cool friends. Got drunk with old Japanese dudes at bars.
Nice.
That was like honestly the whole reason I went, just to get drunk with salarymen. Literally, I went to like a restaurant once just by myself. Well, I mean the whole time I was by myself. But went to a restaurant. I was the only foreigner in it. And it kind of fit me into a corner. I was sitting next to these 3 salarymen bros, and I was pretty drunk, and I was like, I have to talk to these guys. I have to do. So I literally in Japanese, I was like, "Who is that? Are you drinking sake?" And he's basically like, "Yeah, you want some?" I was like, "Yeah." And then we just started talking, and we ended up just talking about like tits for like a really long time. And these guys are like the coolest guys ever. Yeah.
Did you get their number?
Yeah, Uemura-san. I have his number. Legit, I have.
That's crazy.
Hold up, let me see if I can pull up the text of me and Uemura-san.
Didn't you have like a tutor teaching you Japanese for like months before you went?
Yeah, so I took lessons for a couple months, which is like really embarrassing to say.
I've never prepared for anything like that in my life.
If you drop me
I-
in Japan, I don't know. I'm a lot of pointing.
Right.
Whoa, where's
I have to shit. Where do I shit?
Don't you
I'm
shit
not
through
a
like
sumo
a
wrestler.
hole in the floor?
Sumo janai. Sumo janai desu. But yeah, I've always wanted to learn it. I've tried in the past and like dropped it, and then I was like, if I go there, I want to be able to talk with the bros and meet my Japanese wife.
Are Japanese Catholics?
they're not really religious at all.
Oh, fun.
There's a very atheist culture, but atheist
That's
not
why
in
they're
like
so
a
advanced.
yeah. They just don't have. They're not focusing on all that stuff out there.
Yeah,
You know?
all that nonsense.
Don't. No, that's the thing. It's like they're atheists, but they're very spiritual because they all think that there's souls in like the trees and objects and stuff. You know.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a great time. The nicest people, best food, super cheap right now.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I think they're not doing very well.
Oh,
so
they're
you can
doing.
go over there
The
and
economy's doing awful.
buy a house for like $3.
Yeah, you can get some
Did
for
you-
free. They give out for houses.
Was this? And you don't have to admit this if it's true. Was this an honest passport bro trip?
Yeah, this wasn't a sex tourism trip.
I'm not saying sex tourism.
Okay.
I'm saying bringing back a wife who would rather live in the States.
They don't have that kind of stuff there. Like where you say you went to like the Philippines or something and like you took a woman from there, right?
But like a passport bro could be any other place that isn't the States.
Okay.
And it's a woman seeking an American citizenship, or at least a green card.
Oh, really? They
Yeah.
don't have a whole lot of that, I don't think. Or at least none of those women approached me. So
Dang it. I'm so sorry.
their loss. Hit me up.
The internet exists over there too. Hit them up.
That is one thing is that I was saying that like I went on the trip. I was like I just wanted to experience the culture and stuff. I'm not going out my way to try to get laid or whatever. That's because that's a whole different mindset when you're like out. It's like all right, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna try to talk to women, whatever. And I was like I'm not gonna do that. But then on the way out, I had like a female security agent through like security at the airport, and like she patted me down, and I was like I really like that a lot. I should have tried to fuck one of them.
No sex the entire trip.
Yeah.
Man of the Lord.
Thanks. Yeah, I went to church in Japan too. I went to a Catholic church. They had a Japanese Mary in the background.
Hilarious.
Like they had an icon of just Japanese Mary with a Japanese baby Jesus.
That sounds adorable.
It was pretty cool. I have a picture. You want to see it?
Yes, I would love to.
I would watch that anime.
They should
They
make
made like a
it.
Jesus
The
anime.
Bible?
Yeah.
They
Japanese Bible?
They should make a Bible anime. That was like my best video on.
I think that's the only way I could get through the stories that they have.
At least update the vernacular. You know what I mean?
Let's see. So it was in Osaka. These are pictures from me in Osaka. Where is the church?
Have you done any international travel?
Canada,
Yeah, Buffalo. That doesn't count.
you know,
Canada's like right there. Mm-hmm. All right.
still
You just went to Toronto and get hammered when you were 18?
Clifton Hill.
Oh, that fucking rocks.
Yeah.
I would get that as a tattoo.
I was gonna say wear that as a shirt, but I think that's sacrilegious.
Japanese
I
Mary
like that
and
Jesus,
baby Jesus.
still looks like he's 40 years old as a baby.
Yeah, full head of. That's a pretty long head of hair for a
Yeah.
baby, I think.
How many times did you do a racist version of the accent when you were over there?
Kind of a lot because
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
no. So it's funny you say that because actually, like Japanese, so many of the words within Japanese are loan words from English. So literally, to say them, you kind of have to. Like a lot of words in Japanese are like if you just said an English word and kind of guessed and did a stereotypical Japanese accent. Like ask like what do you think beer is?
Yeah.
Biru.
Okay, great.
Yeah, exactly.
me with another one.
What do you
I'll
think?
do
What
this
do you
all
what do you
day.
think ice cream is?
Ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. That is
Wow.
exactly ice cream is exactly ice cream.
Damn.
What do you think? What do you think?
I rule.
What do you think banana is?
Banana.
Banana. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
You're
wow.
not-
All right.
Yogurt.
Oh.
You
my-
paid
my-
someone to teach you this?
Yeah. And every time I did, I'm like, "You're fucking with me, right? This is like
You just paid a racist guy.
you're just a
just Kanye.
regular racist guy."
You just consulted a racist man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna teach you Japanese.
He was like, he's like, milk. He's like, all right, milk is gunyu, and I was like, all right, chocolate milk must be like chocolate gunyu or something. He's like, oh, chocolate milk is chocolate milk.
That's adorable.
What do you think stand-up comedy is?
I almost just said a bad word. I don't know.
Just do what you were doing.
Stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
Did you go to any shows?
I did.
Did you perform?
I did perform. I did one show. It's weird. It's like it's not popular there. So all the people that go to stand up are like just foreigners and mostly like expats. So it's like I did a show. Is not a lot of people. Like maybe like 9 expats who like live
Great.
there, and then one salaryman, one Japanese bro, didn't laugh at a single thing I said. Didn't even pretend to smile. Just like, Like just
Did he stay the entire time?
yeah.
I love that.
I think he just like loves the craft. He just loves the craft or the idea of it or something. He literally just sat through the entire comedy show, didn't laugh at a single thing.
He was taking it all in.
Yeah, he was just absorbing it.
As a master of your craft, he was observing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I did crush, but
I bet.
The all 9 people.
A handsome lady like yourself overseas? Look out.
Okay. Yeah. So we got a lot on you, but before we do this,
yeah.
what do you think your best quality is?
What's my best quality? I don't know. I think I'm kind. I'm like a nice guy. I'm saying I'm a nice guy.
I think so.
Some people said that.
Cool.
What do you think is the worst thing about you?
I'm very selfish, and I think about myself over others and shit like that. And I'm like pretentious sometimes.
I did have one person say that.
Yeah, I think I know who it was.
But I guess I'll just start with the short ones. You took your cousin to prom.
Oh yeah, I did.
Why?
'Cause I didn't know like really many girls in high school, so I asked. So I asked her cousin, who's like kind of like my second cousin, and she said no. So I was like, all right, I only
Damn.
know I
That hurts.
only know one other girl. I'm gonna ask my first cousin, so I asked her, and it was actually fun. Like she was like I kind of had like one of the hotter dates I think at prom personally.
That's a Louisiana love story.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna let someone else fuck my cousin.
Right. Yours more of a protective thing.
But
If I'm not getting pussy tonight, no one's getting pussy tonight.
But no, it was funny because like I went to an all boys school, so no one knew. Like maybe like 2 people knew he was my cousin, but like no one. Like you had to go out and find women, you know, find girls to get to know them. So they're like, oh, who's this pretty girl Egan's with? It's like girlfriend, known her my whole life.
Yeah.
Oh.
Met her at the family.
Childhood friend.
Met her at the family reunion.
Yeah,
Hot piece of ass.
Our parents vacationed together.
All boys high school seems like a nightmare.
At the time, I didn't like it, but I also didn't have that many friends. But I think if you had like really solid connections with the bros, it probably was a lot of fun.
But you didn't have that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was
no.
just a nightmare for you.
I was a social pariah.
And then you had to finger your cousin on prom night.
I didn't do that. I never kiss and tell anyway.
What's it say? He didn't have to. It was an elective move.
You got your teeth knocked out by the girl you were trying to hook up with, and she hit you in the face and turned lesbian.
Yeah, I mean
Oof.
that makes it sound sequential, like each thing caused the next thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was in college, there was a girl that I was like in love with at like 19, and one time we were at like a party in our fraternity house, and we were like hitting beer cans with a golf club, and she like hit a beer can with a golf club, but like the swing like came up and like hit me in the face. Like I was standing like, so I was like, this is a pool table. She's right here. I'm right here. I think I'm at the way, right? But she swings, and if you play golf, you know, like you twist your wrist, right? So the swing didn't just go straight; it went up and to the left, and it kind of like I don't know. You see the scar right here?
Oh yeah.
See
That's
how
a
that
nice
thing
one.
that kind of looks like a herpy on my lip?
Yeah, yeah. That's a nice
It's
one.
not. It's not. It's my lip got cut clean in half.
Oh, with a golf club.
My 2 front teeth came out. A bunch of my bottom teeth came out.
Oh, that's my worst nightmare.
Yeah, you
And,
showed me that
Oh,
picture, and it
teeth
was
stuff, dude.
traumatizing.
Yeah.
Teeth
Imagine
stuff fucks
that
me
being your face. So that happened, and then still liked the girl, and I was like, I'm not gonna sue her. We're gonna fucking
I'm not gonna sue her.
we're gonna get married. It's gonna be great. And then that didn't happen, and just had a really weird, not relationship with her, but just a weird thing for the next couple of years. And then yeah, eventually she became a lesbian. Well, is currently a lesbian.
With a backswing like that.
Cool gal though. Yeah, actually,
It makes sense now.
I used to work for a lesbian, and I told her about this story, and I mentioned that like the girl's now a lesbian, and my boss was like, it's like, yeah, I mean, Egan, she played golf. That should have been your first time.
Well, great fake teeth.
Thanks. Yeah, they were very expensive.
Yeah.
Like
How many are fake?
the top 2.
Ouch.
Yeah. And then I have a flipper.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that's so scary. I have like literal nightmares about getting my teeth knocked out and shit.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
wanna wear
That's,
my- like a mouth
that's
guard.
about like being scared of impotency. Did you know that?
What's that?
Not having like a lot of swimmers in your.
And that nightmare that my teeth are falling out is
It's like
a
you're
result
scared.
of that?
It's scared that you might be impotent, that you might not be able to sire heirs.
Oh, that's a symbolism?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's a very popular symbolism. I don't know what it means when it happens in real life though, but like yeah, in the dream it means you're scared of like not being able to have a son or kids.
Oh, okay.
I thought mine was just generalized anxiety disorder because I have dreams where my teeth fall out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a common thing. I don't have those dreams, I think, because I just experienced it in real life. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a vasectomy being via getting your teeth knocked out.
what is funny is when it did happen. You know, like when you're having a nightmare and like I'm gonna get out of the nightmare. I'm like swim out. I'm gonna back out of the nightmare. You know. Does that ever happen when you're like consciously like having a nightmare? Like I'm just having a bad dream. I'm gonna get out of
Hit
it.
the eject button.
Yeah. So that happened while this was happening. I was like, eject button. All right, eject button's not working. This is real life. I just had my teeth in my hands. Like, oh fuck.
My god, that's so terrifying.
Oh, because you're probably drinking too.
Yeah, I mean, luckily I did a little bit of drugs right before, so my mouth
Perfect.
was numbed up a little, I think, but it still hurt a lot.
Yeah.
I only
fuck,
cried
man.
for like 10 minutes though.
That's badass.
Yeah,
I would have been inconsolable.
bro, 10
For
minutes,
so long.
waterworks done.
Because the roots of the teeth, I know I'm so obsessed.
Yeah,
They're
yeah. So,
so
it came
long.
out. It came out tooth and root all together. So like, it was like roofing nails.
Do you still have them?
Oh my god.
You know what? They fucking threw them out. They said it was medical waste, and I'm really
That's not
upset.
very nice.
No, it's really offensive, and
It is.
I'm pissed because I could have made like a cool like choker out of them or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd throw up on you if I saw that. Oh.
Make it like a sick ring.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
Sorry. What?
So yeah, are those shark teeth? No.
Egan teeth. Just tell people you pulled them out yourself
Yeah.
just to win a bet. I would come up with so many stories on how I lost my teeth.
Just to freak out strangers?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. If I had like a more muscular build, I could have just gone with like hockey.
True.
Yeah.
You're-
I didn't have the hair back then, so
I was going to say
couldn't-
you have the hockey hair.
Yeah. If I had the hair back then with it, I actually looked pretty endearing with that teeth. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a picture.
The hair, playoff mustache. Yeah. It'd work.
Long hair.
Well, there's a picture of me and Mac DeMarco somewhere in here, and I looked pretty cute.
That's tight. Just gonna go through your photo album real quick.
It's not that bad.
Hold on, I just got some cool pictures of myself real quick.
Once
I'll show you
I
guys.
get past
Do you guys
my
want to see my baby pictures?
once I get past my content, then it's just like my real life photos. It's not there.
I got
Fuck.
5 adult teeth pulled because I had too many teeth for my head because I'm a mutant, and they were legit like
Specimen.
that long.
Hey, specimen.
Between the teeth and the root, they were legit this long, and it was the scariest thing I've ever seen. They're like in my
Yeah.
brain. It's so fucked up
It is kind
because
of.
I already have giant teeth, and then I had too many. Scary. My dad used to call me Shark Boy because I had a second row.
Shark boy,
of upper
lava
teeth.
girl. Shark
Isn't
boy.
that fucked up?
I have all of my teeth for now.
La di da.
Yeah, that's a brag.
La di frickin' da.
I did have a massive overbite growing up. Not anymore.
Hilarious.
Not anymore.
That's part of the Eastern European charm.
Shit, I can't
Having
find.
fucked up teeth.
Mine gave me character,
Exactly.
I cannot.
and my mom a
find-
lot of debt.
Fuck her anyway.
Yeah. All right, I can't find the picture.
Okay. You wanted to be a wizard until you were 14.
Oh, that was my cousin Eugenie who said that for sure.
And you have DKE branded on your chest, which I think is also very funny.
Oh, I try not to say that. Oh, my mom's never gonna listen to this, but yeah, I do.
Oh, she doesn't know?
Oh no, it's been like 10, 11 years. She has no idea I have a fraternity brand on my chest.
You haven't been shirtless around your mother in 10 years?
Pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, after like 20, you don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's
Really?
it's surprisingly pretty.
No one's forcing you to do that?
No,
With a gun and a camera?
well, you know, it's crazy. It's like there was a time when I was like even for the tooth thing, I was like hospitalized, like in a hospital gown, like I'm barely wearing anything. And like, she just, I think my mom just doesn't pay attention to me really.
Yeah.
But
I did have a tattoo that I managed to hide from my mom for like 6 months.
yeah.
And I fucked it up because I got back from Florida and she picked me up from the airport and I was on like the way down. I was like, I'm wearing fucking shorts.
Damn.
Also, it's like someone was like, not even on like a beach trip. It's like we couldn't really afford to go to the beach actually, so that's fucked up. You'd bring that up. Boy, so wait, the wizard thing. Yeah, I wanted to be. I'd say until like 12, 13. I want to say 14. That's a little crazy. But yeah, I definitely had my wizard phase for sure. I think we all do.
Was it deeply Harry Potter inspired?
Oh
Or
yeah,
is there an
dude,
alternative source?
Harry Potter, fantasy novels in general. I had a wand. I had spell books. I think I had one spell book, but it was from when I was like 9 or 10.
Did it work?
No, still gay.
Yes, no, dick's still tiny.
Still gay.
And then I had kind of like a priest phase for a little bit, and I was like, that's just the most realistic like wizard I could be in real life, you know.
Is a priest.
Priest is just like it's like a white mage, really, you know. It's like the closest.
Exactly. That's what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
I was trying to make a Gandalf like Hobbit kid fucking joke. I couldn't put it together. Tell us a story about how you fucked my ass, Gandalf. Not bad.
You call your grandmother
Thanks,
every
Pat.
day.
Not every day. I call her a lot though.
Is she cool?
She's. I was going to say the woman. She's really cool. Yeah, she's like one of my best friends, but she's 91, so I'm really kind of.
Oh, that rules.
No, I'm kind of getting worried that like one of these days is going to be the most traumatic day of my life.
Well, you don't have to be worried about it. It's coming.
Actually, yeah.
She's gonna die soon.
Yeah, but
She's not living for another 20 years.
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Just pray for her. She's got like 5 more.
yeah. I pray for. Well, also, you know, I get kind of dark with it too, though, because I'll pray for her health, then I'll be like, God, whenever her time does come, please have mercy on her soul. I pray
You think,
for.
you think she's going to hell?
No, but I think people think that. No, I don't think she's going to hell, but it's important to pray for everyone's soul, regardless. Like even the best people have to spend time in purgatory, but it's all about like the amount of time you spend. Like purgatory, you sent to purgatory as it's like a crucible. It's like they kind of burn off all the impurities of your soul. It's like a painful thing, and then after like hundreds of years of that, maybe even thousands, you go up to heaven. But anyway, grandma's cool. She
You know what? Being dirt sounds more fun than any of that.
My grandma's also kind of like our benefactor because like she kind of like supported my brother and I and my mom like when we moved to New Orleans. So she's like a mom, matriarchal.
Yeah.
And she's a little bit of glutton, so we would all go. Me and her love to go eat together, and she pays for it, and it's
Nice.
awesome. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. My adopted grandmother, a bit of a glutton herself.
Yeah, kind of the best
And-
kind of grandma to have.
Well, love to make food and eat, and had a couple scotches a day.
Dude, my
She-
grandmother loves wine.
Yeah, she hit 103. So
Whoa.
maybe you got more time than you think.
Yeah, my grandma used to rip cigs, and like we took those away from her. I'm like, give them back.
'Cause she's 91.
She's 91. Give
If
her back
someone
her
takes
her
cigs from me
It's like
at
her nightly.
91,
It's like a nightly cigarette too. I'm
I
like,
would-
give her a nightly cigarette.
I would load a gun. I would load a gun. Was American born?
What's that?
Your
Oh,
grandmother.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
What lineage is your family? If
Okay,
you know.
so she is she's super Irish Catholic, but Southern like Cajun like Irish people. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. She came from a pretty good family in like Houma, Louisiana. Her dad was like the only surgeon in like the whole area.
In Homo?
Wow.
What? In Houma. It's where CJ Landry's from this place.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He's from Homo, Louisiana.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But yeah, she's a great lady.
Irish rocks.
Yeah.
Irish ladies live forever.
Yeah, so Irish, and then grandfather is like Norwegian.
Oh.
And then I've got some more Irish sprinkled in there somewhere on his mom's side. And then that's where Egan comes from, is his mom. And then fucking Scott, just Mississippi fucking white trash. I don't know exactly what my lineage is there.
Yeah,
so.
at that point it's just white.
Yeah.
Just white. But you get the French influence, so the food being of Irish descent and having good food is a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
In case you were wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm white. I'm just all of the white.
Yeah, you're from lesbian New York. I'm from straight Connecticut.
I don't know if Buffalo's lesbian.
All right, next.
No.
What's the next one?
Why are we defining the sexualities of cities? I think it's cool how hardcore Catholic he has become. I'm curious if it started as a bit and it just led to him being the most Catholic guy I know.
No, but it definitely, like, when I first started getting serious about it, you're around stand-up comedians all the time. You're with like comics and stuff, and it's like hard for anyone to take anything you say seriously. So I think I approached it from even just being in my mid-20s at the time. It's just like it's weird to approach another 25-year-old and be like, I'm serious about this, and like have them take that seriously. So like I think I just approach it from like almost like a sarcastic tone, like in a jocular way. But it's like, no, I really am taking it seriously. But it's like, there's no way I can like have a serious conversation about this with like a bunch of degenerate, like my degenerate friends, you know. So I kind of, that's a problem I have. I think is treating it as like not as a joke, but like I joke about it because it kind of cuts through the like the awkward seriousness of it. I don't know, but it is not just a bit taken too far that now I'm like, yeah,
Everyone's
I'm gonna become
wondering
a priest.
about your weird hobby.
What?
Everyone's wondering about your weird new hobby, religion.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's for the best though. I think I'm becoming a better person, more Christ-like, hopefully.
Well, going from having a frat branded on you to this, probably a big 180 for a lot of people in your life.
Yeah.
Certainly. Spit it out.
I know.
Get there.
I once stayed at his apartment for a week, and the whole time he didn't have hand soap. In parentheses, insane.
That's tough.
Oh, that was Allison, bitch.
That's tough.
No,
Fuck you, Allison.
yeah, that's just like, I mean, sorry, that's just like a stereotypical. Wait, no, that's not Allison. Is it Allison? It could be Allison or two people on that list have stayed with me. Sorry if it wasn't you, Allison. You're not listening to this. Why am I speaking like it?
If you're out there.
I think like men, especially if you live alone, like there's things that we don't think we need, and we don't know we need them until there's another human being around and be like, you don't have this. Like it's just a base level minimalist of just like I don't fucking like I'm clean. Like fucking well, yeah. I don't think I need hand soap, honestly.
There's soap in the shower.
Yeah, I just got out the shower.
fuck?
Like what the fuck? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've
I've been
dated
clean.
3 guys where I was like, where is your hand soap? And then I would have to go buy them hand soap.
Also, you know what? Also, another thing. People are like, you have no hand soap. And then people just leave like one fucking towel around to wipe your hands. Like, you know how many people are wiping their fucking shit on that towel?
Right.
They just have one little wipe towel.
I
It's
use my
like,
pants.
that's ew.
I wash
Gross.
my hands and then I rub my pants.
That's rough.
Specifically the ass.
Sick.
When I used to make pizza, I used to wipe the flour off my ass.
There's
And
no-
there was
the
like
sauce
a
on your
literal there was a literal flour handprint
Like
upside
someone
down
just
on my ass,
grabbing your
like someone just
Like,
slapped
you're
it.
getting sexually harassed at the pizza shop.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
was like a 300-pound 16-year-old, and someone's like, "Look at your ass, man." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." I just made a mac and cheese pizza. It's really good. There was a
Was that Cece's?
no, this was like a Connecticut grocery store.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it was fine. There was a Dollar Tree bottle of body wash on my floor, in my like next to my front door, that my girlfriend pointed out to me was there for a year before she brought it up to me. And when she was like, "Hey, that soap's been there for a year," and I was like, "I've never seen it before in my life." And it's like, you know, these women, these fucking broads, dude, you either have no soap or too much soap.
Yeah.
Which one?
They love to be so hypercritical. It's like, just let me live my life.
Right, let me be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let us improve your life. Wash your fucking hands.
I did just start washing my feet, low key.
You wash your feet? Yeah. That's cool.
Do you?
No.
See? Thank you.
No, I've had this conversation
Thank
with
you.
so many guys where they're like, well, the soapy water's running down my legs, down my feet. It's like,
100%.
scrub them.
So 100%.
Do you know how much dead skin collects in between your toes?
Well, when I spent a week
No,
in New York,
so I will say, you know what? One thing on that.
preach.
That's something I gotta say. I went, I got a pedicure once, all right? And I don't fucking wash my feet. I don't fucking scrub them. My mom gets that shit done all the time, right? We went together.
She scrubs your feet.
We're getting, some nice Asian ladies were scrubbing our feet. And we're there, and they're doing like the ped egg or whatever. And the thing is, like, they scrub my feet, not a lot of skin and stuff, whatever. They scrub my mom's feet, a lot of skin. And I think what it is, not her being older, it's just the more you do these things, the more you have to do these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
I think the more you scrub your fucking feet, the more the skin's gonna fucking die. You know what I mean?
the more chapstick you apply, the more chapstick you need.
That's like
You know what I
like the
mean?
more skincare you use in your face, the more skincare you need.
That one I do agree with. But
Yeah, exactly. It's just the same fucking thing. It's just
unfortunately,
they're trying to sell bullshit.
unfortunately, when I spent a week with my girlfriend in a very small hotel room, it was in August in New York.
Oh,
and
if
we
they're
were just
stinky,
walking.
I know if they're stinky, wash them.
It was a situation.
Yeah, if their feet are stinky, yes, wash them.
And now I've changed my ways. But I was team it's soap and water. Who gives a fuck anyway? For a long time.
I hate this. I hate this conversation.
Well, then let's pivot.
No, I think is your mom on her feet a lot? 'Cause if you're on your feet a lot,
I get.
know?
I mean, she kind of sits on her ass all day.
she's kind of like a lazy fucking idiot. Because you build up, your horse hooves. If you're on your feet a lot, you gotta.
I mean,
you gotta clip the big giant.
My mom's
skin
not a
nails.
centaur. My mom's not a fucking horse lady.
Well, to be, again, completely transparent, I bought a little device to make it easier to wash my feet, and my girlfriend calls it a hoof cleaner. So you're not wrong with hoofs. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry as I brought this up.
It's just funny to buy a device for
I
your
won you
feet in
back on
general.
this.
What's that?
Oh yeah, you can buy like.
I
the
bought a
at-home
device
foot.
for my feet.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yes, my foot device.
I mean, if I'm lifting up,
Oh, the hooves, they're dirty.
if I'm lifting up a
Time to
hoof,
clean my hooves.
up a hoof, and I fall in the shower,
You walk in
there
the-
is like an 80% chance I pass away.
Oh, my
You know what I
hooves are
mean?
dirty.
You should get like those little scrub pads for like kitchens, and then just glue them down
like
to the bottom of the shower.
Brillo pad.
I'll get a
Or
magic
like a
eraser.
scrub daddy. Well, imagine just sticking your toes in the scrub daddy mouth. I feel like it would, I feel like that would feel good. I'm reinventing the scrub daddy. It's the toe daddy.
Deep throating the scrub daddy. You're breaking. I've already said that once today.
Okay. Something I something I used to not like about him was he would always make everything about himself, but I can tell this is something he has worked on. He doesn't do it nearly as much anymore.
Yeah, that's my friend Logan. What's up, dude? I'm glad you noticed, man. But yeah, it is something I definitely I actively work on, especially like the Catholic stuff too. It's been like a lot of self-reflection, but I think we all like value ourselves over other people. It's just like a natural thing. But I think, yeah, bad character flaw. But it's funny because like we get to a point where we can joke about it. Like one thing we always do is we send this meme to each other of you guys might know it. I don't know. It's from Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like he's like, it should have been me, not him. It's not fair. Like, it's a scene from Yu-Gi-Oh! We share that whenever some guy in comedy gets any opportunity at all.
That's
Maybe
a
you
good
can pull
one.
up that video or something. I don't know.
No, that's just classic jealousy. That's good fun.
Yeah.
That's not being selfish.
Yeah.
That's surviving in a shit business.
Yeah.
You go, oh, this horrible piece of shit got something that I didn't. Time to shit on them
Yeah.
privately with a friend.
Yeah. And sometimes I just, like, direct conversations to myself, like I just did just now with us. But, I mean, I am the guest on this podcast. So I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
is
fine.
about you right now.
Yeah. That's why I love doing these things. Like, finally.
Whenever someone gets a good opportunity, I always make sure to like it, comment,
and
killing
then
it,
seethe.
and then I share it to my story and go, look at what my good friend's doing. I've talked to them twice. And then
That's awesome. Backhanded support, public backhanded support is fucked up. That's evil.
look at what they like work so hard for.
Look at what my best friend's accomplishing. Someone you've never spoken to. That's crazy.
It would be insane if I actually did that. Some people, I
That
feel
would
like,
rule.
I feel like some people actually do that, thinking that they'll get anything.
Well, there's definitely like a comment I can think
I
of
hate that.
if he got something, I would absolutely do that.
My friend, my friend, acquaintance, because I'm not going to be that guy. A guy I'd done open mics with and have talked to and were amicable. He got like a don't tell like a year ago or something, and the amount of bros coming out the woodwork, like sharing his thing, just being like, man, I went to an open mic with this guy. I went to an open mic with this guy years ago, and I saw him go up, and I was like, man, this guy's gonna be like the next Dave Chappelle, and I knew it right then. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Of course.
You know, I hate
Yeah,
people.
of
People are
course.
just like dick riding and glazing. It's like, you guys don't hang out. I'm sure that guy doesn't like you. You know, it's like, I don't know. I was
No,
about to share it just to make fun of those people, but I was like, I'm not gonna share it because I don't. It's great, whatever. We're not.
The one thing I always have such a big laugh over is when someone who is currently one of the top comedians gets SNL, and then everyone shares it to their story, being like,
My best
"Finally."
friend Shane. My
And
best
it's
friend
like,
Shane is on SNL again.
he's not going to see this. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. Who is this for?
So sometimes I like his story. I'm like, he'll see it. Oh man.
Well, that's how you became friends with Matt. You literally just DM'd him, and he happened to see it.
He told me that too in person. He's like, yeah, I just happened to be on my phone in bed when you messaged me. I was like, yes.
That's clutch.
Yeah.
That's
and
divine, baby.
now we're buddies.
Yeah.
We work out sometimes. It's cool.
Sorry, I put fucking balls in my mouth, and I'm chewing them.
Yeah, shoot them balls.
Okay, this one's a long one, so let's see if I can break this up into parts. Egan is great because he's polarizing. Insecure people have a tough time tolerating him, and he is frequently misunderstood.
Aw. Was that from Allison?
No, I have no idea.
What-
I don't put names on this.
Oh.
I try to keep the anonymous part as much as possible.
I think I like that.
He truly does not pretend to care in conversation and has been known to scroll on his phone at a moment's notice if you're boring him.
I do that.
That's rough.
You're doing it right now?
I'm actively listening and following along with the narrative. Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually something I've been working on. I'm not being on my phone as much. It's like, that's just like, I think that's something we all fall into.
That literally enrages me.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to someone and I just see them go, like I will, like I'm not a violent guy, but I will maybe be like, I will slap you if you do that again.
Yeah. I was
That's
a lot
so
worse at
embarrassing.
that. I was a lot worse with that in the past, I think.
I don't do it in public, but I'll do it at home, like talking to my roommates or my boyfriend, and I like have to throw my phone across the room. We'll be like in active conversation, and it's just my pea brain being like, "Oh man, I haven't opened TikTok in 30 minutes," and I'm like shaking.
I need to see more videos of couples farting on each other instead of connecting with a human in front of me.
We're
That makes me crazy.
We are actively fighting right now, so I'm gonna like go over to his place later.
But
to be on my phone.
it is something like, if I'm not good at ending conversations, I think like if a conversation gets to a point where like I'm just not invested in it, I just like yeah, for sure. Like I just you very much tell like, oh, Egan's shite out of the conversation completely.
I'm not good at it either, and I've recently just started to hit the walk away, and I feel like that's kind of a dick move. Instead of being like, I'm gonna go get a beer, I just go like, and it was out.
That's my go-to.
I do that middle of sentence, just like, I was. You know what's crazy about that is that
Oh, but what were you saying?
Act
Just
like
bounce.
act like dementia took over for a second. Like, who are you? How did I get here? His biggest flaw is that he thinks being Catholic is a flex.
I don't. I think that's probably my cousin. I mean, something I'm proud of. I don't think it's a flex. I think it's the one true religion. Don't get me wrong, but
I mean, if that's your biggest flaw, you're doing great.
yeah. My biggest flaw is that I believe in God and I try to be a good person and better myself every day and be like Jesus Christ. Oh no, my bad.
I actually
Yeah, that's
do.
great.
I like your religious content you're putting out.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying. I also am trying not to fall in the trap of like, is this just my fucking life now?
Well, because you had one like go really well.
Yeah, it was like a mix of religious and about anime, and I'm like, I just gotta fucking walk this line, I guess. Which honestly, that is just my whole personality.
Yeah.
There's anime and Jesus Christ.
It's such a good balance.
I mean, it's kind of two of the best things. It's pretty.
Yeah, you picked two good fandoms.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like I'm just in the forums, just like fucking in arguments about what's canonical and not.
On both ends.
Yeah, exactly.
His priorities are insane. He wants/presents to be a meathead bro, but he's really a nerdy introvert who listens to fantasy books on tape out loud in his apartment alone. That is.
Yeah, I mean that's me to a T.
He's naturally funny and vulnerable, and I both love and hate how conflicting his morals/worldview are. My favorite characteristic of him and all men I'm friends with is that I can make fun of him relentlessly, and he loves it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think that's something that like not most comics. I think you only find with like comic people that can take roasts like that. Not roasts, but I don't know. I know she is an honest person, and I appreciate her for that. Wow, it's really nice that I'm glad she put effort into those. You can tell the responses from one person; they put effort into all of them, and the rest of them are just like, "Yeah, he thinks being Catholic's a flex." It's like, all right, this person went deep into my persona.
All right, and then this is the last chunk. Started being Catholic because Matt and Shane's secret podcast, but now is saving himself for marriage.
I don't think so. I mean, no.
All right.
Practices no fap and told me he had wet dreams at 27.
28, but yeah.
Were you shocked when it finally happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time in my life I had a wet dream, 28 years old.
I'm still waiting.
Because, like, I mean, well, think about it. Like, you're jerking off, like, once a week at least since you've been able to do it. So if you don't do it for, because I think back in the day when people had this, like, happening, it's just like, yeah, there wasn't as much porn on the internet. There wasn't porn on the internet. People weren't jaying off as much. Maybe they were. I don't know. But Yeah, now if I like say every 40 to 50 days, if I haven't jade off in 40 to 50 days, I will, and go to sleep. I have like a sex dream. In the dream, I'm having sex, and when I come in the dream, it's like Inception kind of. Like if I come in the dream, I come in real life.
Yes.
And it's like the best feeling because like you wake up a little bit, like oh my goodness, I literally come into consciousness. I'm like oh my gosh.
I've farted myself awake before. Is that kind of the same thing? But like the thing is, I'll have sex dreams, but not wet dreams. And the one time I revealed that to a friend, who's my black friend, he just said, "N-word, you're gay."
No,
it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
No, if anything, I feel like the opposite because like not opposite, but it's like
I'm too straight for my own good.
If you're having a sex dream and you're not coming and he thinks not coming in your pants at night is gay. That's fucking weird.
These black fellas are all backwards.
They have no idea what they're talking about. No, that just means like the stores were empty. You know?
Yeah,
you're cranking it too much for that to even occur. I'll tell you, this is very vulnerable of me. Is that one sex dream I had was I was fucking Cersei Lannister, or that's what I was telling people was that I fucked Cersei Lannister and then I came. But what really happened was like I like pulled off my own dick. And I used it as a dildo, and I had gay sex with Cersei Lannister, but with my own penis.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
you had lesbian dildo sex?
I had lesbian dildo sex with my penis, and then I came in my pants.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
The mind is a beautiful place.
Yeah, because it's like it's like you're trying to be abstinent, and then just the Lord just like he really needs this.
Yeah.
If I don't jerk off for 40, 50 days, I just have sleep paralysis.
Just a cum demon just sitting on me. I can't get up. The cum demon's on me.
Your boyfriend's a sleep paralysis demon. You're standing in the bed like, wake up!
Oh, so last night...
Wake up and fuck me!
Last night he had, not sleepwalking, sleep terror. Where you wake up screaming. Night terror. He's been doing that a lot recently, but we watched a scary movie last night, and then like 2 hours after we went to bed, I woke up, and this isn't the first time this has happened. I woke up and sitting straight up, yelling at a corner of my room.
Oh my God.
Being like, get out of here, what is that? Like freaking the fuck out. And I like immediately just grab him and shake him, and I like had turned him around.
Shook him?
But he kept looking around the room, being like, where is he?
Holy shit.
He's like, he's in here. Is he still in here? And I was like, if you don't wake the fuck up right now.
Where is he?
He turns into Batman.
Yeah. And then he like woke up and was like, stop shaking me. Like, if you do that again, I'm going to knock you out.
That's terrifying.
But he like texted me about it before we started recording, and I made a joke like, I will have to kill you next time you do that. He's like, it's not that I like doing it. He's like,
great point.
He's like, obviously, and I'm obviously kidding, but it's like annoying to wake up to that multiple times a week.
It's scary.
Multiple times a week.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out if it's the scary movies before bed or the ice cream.
Scary movies.
That's adorable. Well, it's probably the childhood, I would have to say.
Scary
more than
movies,
the other two.
but something about, I don't know how much ice cream he's eating, but have you ever heard of like cheese dreams?
I've had a cheese dream in my
No,
day.
but
I've had cheese dreams.
You know what I'm talking about? Where you eat too much cheese before sleep, and then you have a nightmare. Have you heard of this? It's a thing.
I had that with Sonic. Every time I would eat their chili cheese tots before bed,
You have a nightmare?
night sweats.
It's certain foods when you eat them. It's because like your body like takes so long to digest the food itself that like while it's like fucks up your sleep. And like I'm telling you, I ate like a whole block of cheddar cheese once before I went to sleep, and I had some of the worst nightmares of my fucking life. And I was like, and I don't know why I was like, cheese nightmare, and it was like, oh, this is a thing. Yeah, now I'm like, I get scared now. Like I'm like, eating a little, nibbling a little cheese. Oh, I can't eat this cheese before I sleep. I don't know why at night I just turn into a little rat. I'm like, oh,
so
cheese.
many people.
Yeah.
Are like little dairy goblins before bed.
I turned into a little rat before I go to sleep.
That would be funny to put yourself into a dairy-induced nightmare coma.
Yeah.
Like you're tripping acid. You're like, I'm going deep tonight. I just ate half a block of cheese. I want to see something fucked up.
I want to unpack this childhood trauma.
I just ate half a wheel of cheese. Let's ride.
My
Where's
therapist
the
was
melatonin?
A heroic dose of cheese.
family was New Orleans elite rich and gambled it all away to be upper middle class.
Nice.
His life is Cajun succession.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like my family was really wealthy, like up until about the time I was born, and then it's like, where the fuck did the money go? My grandfather gambled a lot, and he had like quite a bit of money, and like the amount of money that he gambled away, Pretty cool guy. Pretty cool to gamble that much money away.
Gambling generational wealth.
Away
He's a
is
fun
pretty
guy.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a fun guy.
Because he was a horse racing guy. He would bet like $1,000 across the board, like multiple times a day.
Wow.
So that's $3,000 a bet.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Just so you know, it's $3,000 a bet.
That's why I can't be rich. I would just,
You just
get rid of
gamble?
it. Get rid of it immediately.
That's why when people ask me if I sports gamble, it's like, I'm going to slap you, sports gamble.
Oh, he also
I'm
did
gonna
that.
lose my life
He did
if I
that
do
too
that.
a lot.
Yeah.
That was like one time. There's a story from like my aunt's, probably that guy's mom. My aunt's childhood, where they're in a car on the way back from a Saints game, and they're driving home, and my aunt is cheering. You know, she's celebrating whatever, and then the driver's like, "Honey, why are you cheering? The Saints lost." And then my aunt, who's like a child, just says, "We covered the spread."
Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
That's the level my grandfather was at.
That's your first words.
That would be crazy.
That's mental. That rules. I love that.
Yeah.
Throwing it all away. Dude. It's almost every person in the world's dream is to come to the States and get generational wealth.
Yeah.
And your family had that.
Just
Your dad
blew
was
it.
like, Saints got to cover.
Grandpa did it because his dad was an oil guy, and then my grandpa just inherited it all, and then he was like, "I'm gonna start owning and betting on racehorses." I think.
Yeah.
And then that just was the beginning of the end. And he just also didn't believe in saving money. He didn't. There's no inheritance. There's nothing.
That's a cool guy.
Yeah, a cool guy.
That's a cool guy.
He had
for sure.
he had this inscribed on glassware: "Better to live rich than die rich."
Oh
Yeah,
my
he said,
God.
"Fuck all of it."
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
you might as well
yeah.
say fuck my family.
Yeah.
I bet I could have a beer with that guy.
Yeah.
Have a nice conversation.
There's a W.C. Fields quote, I think. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, etched on the glass.
Yeah.
Well, now you get to have the character journey of making money. You wouldn't have had that if you started rich.
Yeah.
Or if you become a priest.
True.
Got to live in poverty.
It's true.
But then secretly be able to buy Cadillacs for some reason.
Oh, so really? Cadillacs? That's nice. So I think certain orders of priests, I don't know how that works, but it's like you have to be able to convince like your superior that you need like a thing for them to spend money on it.
Gotcha.
Like I had a priest explain to me, he's like, if I could make a concise argument as to why I need an Xbox 360 to properly evangelize and do my mission as a priest, I could get one.
All right, that rules.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I got. God's telling me to go to Whataburger down the street. I need a new fucking
he says
car.
I need to I need to evangelize to this whole Whataburger.
I need a number 2 to come closer with God.
You know,
I'm not
he
walking there
says
like a freak.
I need to evangelize at 11 p.m. so I can get the honey
The honey butter chicken
the honey butter chicken.
That was like my introduction to Austin. Was talking to Mike Eaton about Whataburger, and he was like, "Dude, here's what you do: drive-through after 11 p.m. honey butter chicken biscuits for them, and then see what else happens." I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Texas rules."
I've driven drunk through Whataburger many a time.
Never, not once for me.
Dr. Pepper shake. Did they still have that?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pepper shake, yummy.
This sounds good.
When I first had
It's really good. You should get it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Whataburger, I think it took me like a few weeks after I moved here to like have it for the first time, but I had to buy not one but 2 plungers in the same day.
That's fucking awesome.
I was laying
Oh
cement.
my god.
You're
That's
just
fucking
eating your
awesome.
Whataburger. Like, mustard.
Again, it's one of those things. As a girl, I think this is our version of hand soap. You don't know you need it until you need it.
Oh,
Like I
plunger?
didn't buy it to like when I first furnished my apartment. I did buy it twice that day.
Yeah, I've only ever purchased plungers as in reflex to an event.
I don't think anyone pre-buys.
Yeah, it's
Not
it's
pre-firing plungers.
It's
No,
a contingent. It's a contingency plunger. It's never I planned this. It's
I went to Dollar Tree to buy the first one. Horrible
No, that
mistake.
was awful.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I
What a
immediately
you
flipped
fool.
inside out and
You
did not
fool.
go the right way. And then I went to Target and I'm like, everyone here knows I just have a toilet filled with crap back at home.
You have to buy some other stuff with it too. So they
I'm
don't
like
know.
buying condoms.
I was just gonna say, even the
They
playing
just
field.
know I have poop in my fucking toilet right now.
Listen,
I'm walking around just a plunger. I'm like, everyone knows.
You
I
buy
was-
some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like, oh, her kid pooped in the fucking.
no, you buy condoms to be like, yeah, I'm still getting pussy, bro. Yeah, I just shit out my toilet, but I'm still fucking. Judge that.
And then the crazy thing is the Target plunger ended up not working either. So I just used the stick from the Dollar Tree.
The stick?
The stick. Because the,
Oh no.
Oh, the stick side of it.
the stick.
Even though the other end was already in the toilet, that's
Well, it had flipped,
animalistic. Of
it had
you.
flipped inside out, and it went up the shaft of the
Sure.
plunger. So the stick was coming out the bottom. So I literally just like poop sticked it.
Poop sticked it.
Yeah, it went down.
A happy ending for everybody.
I was standing there. I was like, I need a garbage bag. I need new boots. I need a new apartment. I need to change my face, my identity, my name. Can never go back to that Dollar Tree or Target. All because of Whataburger. And then I went back like 2 days later.
Yeah, of course you did.
I said, I have the equipment now.
That's so funny.
Could not have moved out of that place faster. I'm blaming the toilet.
Yes, yeah, it's the shitter's fault. You ate 3 fucking quarter-pound cheeseburgers.
It was my
midnight?
first. It was no. It was a daytime. I got it for lunch. It was my first Whataburger. I didn't know anything about anything, and I said, "Let me get a spread." I got the Cobb salad. Who's getting fast
What?
food? Hard-boiled eggs. I don't
Who's
know.
getting salad at a fucking fast food?
Well, I
restaurant?
also got like the barbecue bacon burger thing with the avocado,
Okay.
and then
Now we're
like
talking.
fries. And a
How old were
Gatorade.
you when this happened?
2 years and 25.
That's a crazy order, 25.
I don't know.
I was like, oh, college,
Let me get
college
the
age? Oh, that's
spread.
wild.
Cobb salad. Woof.
and I was playing World of Warcraft with my friends.
Oh, that rules. You should have gotten someone to bring you out the bucket, you know, like from South Park when he's playing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It would have been better if I did just shit in a bucket. I would have saved $20 in plungers.
And a lot of shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. They say it's a Dollar Tree. You know, the plungers cost $10.
Okay, last bullet points. Genuinely amazing friend. Will always try to help you even though he can't.
Oh, that's very sweet. But also, I'm upset at my iniquity.
Should marry someone in Japan and move there. And a sweetheart.
Oh.
I
Boring.
think that's all good to end it on.
I don't. No one wants to hear nice things.
I think
Wait, you're saying
Call him a piece of
you're
shit or
saying I'm a
something.
nice person? I'm a good
Boo.
person?
Someone wrote a whole paragraph about how they hated his religion and how everything else about him.
That's true. Well, you know what?
It's all about balance.
How do you feel?
Balance.
Receiving some. Come on, man.
He's allowed to say
Come
that
on.
he went there once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says right here on this.
Parents.
How do I feel?
Yeah. How do you feel about getting called a sweetheart and a genuine, amazing friend?
Oh, dude, I'm flattered.
That's coming from a woman.
No. Oh,
That's
wait.
coming from a gay man.
It's coming from an aloof lesbian.
There you go. Okay, I was gonna say.
Wait, what? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aw. You hit her up?
No, Castillo.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a woman for sure.
Wait, Castillo's the aloof
Amazing
lesbian?
friend.
He's one of my former co-hosts.
Wait,
yeah.
which one? Oh, man, what a sweet guy.
Yeah, he said.
Is he the
is
one that
so
said it
sweet.
even though you can't solve your problems?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's true.
he
No one
said-
can solve Sam's problem.
Yeah, that is fair. When I was reading it from him, I was like, well, you just have problems. Like, it's not like you're offering to like move a bookshelf for him. He has like really bad problems.
Yeah.
He's kind of.
I mean, not to be that guy, but going into this, all the negatives, I figured those were my negatives. I'm very self-aware. I knew those were my negatives. See, I'm even being the pretentiousness right now. So, but yeah, I'm so loved with I'm blessed with so many friends. I'm gonna pray on this later about how blessed I am. I am. I'll pray for you guys too.
I got you.
Thank you.
Of course.
We got you a gift.
Yeah, I got you a gift.
We got you a gift that we thought you would really like.
Ooh.
Maybe something else to listen to when you're praying in your apartment.
Coming on the leg press.
Is Coldplay a religious band?
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think they're
I
religious.
think it's worth a try.
Sick. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Do you have a CD player?
No.
Fuck.
I'm so bummed out that my car actually, I bought a CD for my car. I bought James Blunt's Back to Bedlam classic, and my car actually does not have a CD port, sadly enough. But I'll find one and I'll throw this on. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it. Of Blood to the Head. The head, huh?
And you know what? Maybe it's a sinful CD. I don't even.
God put a smile upon your face. I'll listen to that one song.
Wow, so that might have actually worked out nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at everything that I still had in my car, and I was like,
Smash Mouth.
honestly, I do have a Smash Mouth CD, so
But that's not leaving your car.
no.
That's in the rotation.
Even this is kind of hard for me to give up. I gave my Goo Goo Dolls one to Matt Baymore, and I was like, give it back.
Do you usually give these away to people? That's so cool.
Yeah, when I moved down here, I drove all the way down, so I just stopped at a store and bought all of these used CDs to listen to because I
Nice.
figured they didn't have cell service in the Midwest.
Cool.
That's adorable.
And now I got to get rid of them.
And honestly, the audio quality on CDs can sometimes be better than the Bluetooth stuff. It gets louder. Do you notice it? I mean, maybe it's certain cars, but my first car had it was my cousin who was one of the guys. It only had a CD player, but it's his old car, so it came with his old leather-bound zip-up compendium of CDs. So my whole music taste is just like from this guy driving around in the '90s and shit. So
Yeah, that's great.
I love CDs so much.
I had the little accordion sorter thing, but my dad literally illegally downloaded it. Now that's what I call music, volumes 1 through 25 for
Fuck
me,
yeah.
and just gave it to me.
Now you're a pop icon
Yeah.
because of it.
Yeah. Halfway through, the swear words are all bleeped out because my mom heard the first couple and she's like, she's only 10. And then he had to take back the one with the black eyed peas on it.
Fucking bitch.
God damn it, Mom.
I have to do a Japanese lesson in the next like 20 minutes.
Well, we're done here. So,
So,
if you want to plug anything, and then you can.
Follow me on Instagram at _eganism. That's veganism without a V. I hate that I have to say that. But yeah, I make dumb videos sometimes.
That marathon one was funny.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a video I made a couple months ago that is reposted because I couldn't come up with anything new, but it's doing well. But yeah, sometimes I make videos like maybe once a week, and they're embarrassing for me to make. So please
Like them.
follow and like them.
Tim Hunter?
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram and YouTube at Big Sam Hunter. I'm posting a new workout set every single Monday because I'm out of ideas. So check that out. Thank you.
All right, Ian, thanks for being here. I have
Thank you
nothing
guys
to
so
plug.
much.
This is all I have.
I appreciate y'all so much.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.